Ugh. Morning. How you doing this morning? You straight? Ugh. I think we gotta wait on him to download the update because it's not letting me join. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hopefully this works. There we go.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Play ball.
Tight end Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We'll be doing this.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert.
Oh, give me that! Give me that! Give me that!
Picked off.
Early.
30, the 20.
Get it over, niggas for life. Yeah, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of niggas. Premier to send it to you. Way from the nigga. Fucking with head play for
the football before that interception, and
I
then
got
not only Charles do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
These are their friends. Just to tell me they ain't really
So they'll get another
friends.
shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Well, run up when you see me, then. We gon' see.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like their early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game.
Woo, barely.
If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A little inside zone.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Woo! Come on, that should be another one. You should be out of there.
Every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Not a rapper. Good morning, good morning.
And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Rest in peace. Oh, no.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. First carry for the Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Got me feeling like
here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
I got to get used to a whole different new scheme because I don't really play
right where this setup down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chain.
If anybody can make it work,
it's Carr on 3rd down.
It's this man. This man right here.
Jacobs again.
It's this man right here. If somebody can make it work.
Before they work this to the 45. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
6 with my rolls.
2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their
small
guy in the
window.
backfield a nice lane to hit.
Did I complete it? Just say good pass, bro. Jeez. So
critical. Pick up of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running.
Feel like he's judging me over here. Small window.
Got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
He retracted it so aggressive this morning. Bro, I'm saying, bro. All I'm doing is playing a little game, bro.
And I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
I'm not doing anything crazy.
On 1st down, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I am starving, bro.
Big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carson.
I don't really care for chocolate. Snickers is like every 6 months or so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
like,
this one
if I gotta
away.
go with like a chocolate bar, it's gonna be like a Butterfinger.
And no return on this one.
Just keep your hands off my Butterfinger.
And take it.
I'm much rather, if I'm gonna eat some candy, give me like some gummy bears, or gummy ones, shit like that.
To get going.
Not gonna lie.
Outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 14, Chargers nothing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Ooh, good move.
Open man is Palmer.
Good throw, good throw, good throw. I saw it late. I wired it out so too much.
I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert throwing again. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff now.
Ah, he got me. He didn't get Max. He ain't get Mad Max.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 6. Once again is Jacobs. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Looking deep for Adams.
Ah!
Incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First down, Las Vegas.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
You know,
but how about a little credit to
it's
the
called
defense
good play calling.
forcing that incompletion?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
It's called good play calling.
Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 21, Chargers nothing.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
Ah, Diablo, go up for the ball, Diablo.
There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on
Oh,
because
wow.
they've got some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive and
Oh,
find a
wow.
way to
That's
avoid
crazy.
the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Herbert now.
Oh,
And this is incomplete.
catch
Very
it.
lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Well, not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and
Like
this
that
offense
is
better
the-
field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Josh Jacobs.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the 3rd quarter so we can coast home in the 4th. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
It takes some getting used to.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Only
a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same
Like
page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Chargers, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Matrix, and I just popped the blue pill. The whole shit.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The lights, so don't take the light, man. Bye.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Homie, you know that you got me. Hurry, my man. Looking at good, I'm through with the homies, baby. Don't worry, you know that you got me.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Abdullah to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Counter play with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
I play people off my phone. I don't really care.
To throw his car. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
He can blame what he wants to.
But not before reaching the 30.
Nice.
23 yards, the final tally.
A I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line.
If you see my play calling, bro, like I haven't called a single play action play. I haven't called a single play action.
Last carry, here's 2nd and 7.
I've been running everything straight up.
Jacobs. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit
it is
here
what it
because
is.
They're playing this game now.
I'm just trying to get the game over with now.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 42-0.
Raiders 42, Chargers nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Herbert.
Fuck.
To Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Eckler now between the tackles. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bilal Nichols in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
What you do?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call
Hey,
him
I'm just trying to get out of here, my boy.
Zip through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout
It's
this
already
game,
a blowout.
they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
I gotta
It's a
bounce that
loss
out.
of a yard there, and now second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally
Let's
got
see.
one, and
Is
that's
it
a
gonna
win
be-
for them.
Is it
all
safety
game long,
help?
He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as
No
they will
means
send this
no.
away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get
Oh,
points.
good
And,
catch.
okay, all right, I'm
Good
being facetious
catch.
here. But you get points, you feel a
Surprised
little
me.
bit better about
I
yourself
thought
as you move on to the next one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the
I
spot.
get the ball back
That means you have
and
to run
then
extra
shoot that.
plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him.
I know where
the line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Love, guys. GG.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers.
We got to see him
turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
We'll see him soon.
I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal.
Maybe.
But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Las Vegas, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener.
The other store right there. That's funny, bro. All right, so we gonna end the stream there. Next week we got the Cardinals. I think there's a Cardinals user. I ain't really sure. I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, there's a Cardinals user, so we'll play them. A couple of these guys is new to me. There's no Rams user or Patriots user. All right. There's no Broncos user either, huh? Okay. Or Colts user. All right. I want to play the Saints dude. He put up like 50 against he put up 50 against whoever playing with the Falcons. I'm gonna play him. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna end it. I'll probably be back later. I'll probably go get something to eat. So see ya.